Hello, everyone. I'm Parth Joshi, Chief Product Officer at AutoStore, and I'm super excited for you to join today's Spring 2026 Global Product Launch. To get started, I want to remind you of what I brought in fall of last year. We said that lights out warehouse wasn't a far-off idea. It was a direction, a commitment. Think about what that actually means. A fulfillment operation that doesn't slow down at shift changes, that doesn't depend on a specialist to tune performance, that gets smarter the longer it runs. That's the destination. And we backed that up with 12 innovations in the past year, built on the foundation that has made AutoStore the benchmark for high-performance, high-density storage. Now, including new, fully automated workflows, made possible by AutoCase, FlexBins, and Carousel AI, the first real steps towards a future where we automate the routine, predictable work that slow teams down, freeing people to do what they do best, to think, adapt, and collaborate, and make the decisions that move the business forward. Today, we're going to take the next step with amazing innovations leading to a bigger leap, one that required us to rethink how AutoStore supports our customers, not just at deployment, but across the entire life cycle of a system. And that's what brings us to today's exciting innovations, as you will see here.
When will warehousing be truly lights out? That question drives innovation at AutoStore. The answer takes automation that improves in real time, learning, adjusting, and optimizing continuously using live operational data. So we're redesigning how our software works at every level, building our stack from the ground up. Introducing Cubeverse, a unified cloud environment for AutoStore applications. It gives customers secure, future-ready software that's easy to upgrade and expand. For partners, it provides one connection point across AutoStore technologies, simplifying third-party integration and reducing complexity. At the core of this is AutoStore Intelligence, our purpose-built AI models, giving the system the ability to learn from and utilize data across our hardware and software products. These models absorb billions of data points from live operations, learn the patterns that drive performance, and refine decisions to maximize flow. AutoStore Intelligence is trained on something real, millions of hours of warehouse operations, countless simulations, actual performance data from systems around the globe, learning from real data to provide real outcomes. The result is a new standard for automation. Welcome to the next era of AutoStore, intelligent fulfillment, an evolution of our platform that enhances every step of the automation journey and powers a new generation of applications. CubeStudio. Collaborate to design, simulate, and validate your system within a cloud-based environment. CubeControl. Utilize the power of AutoStore Intelligence to personalize grid routing and maximize throughput. By analyzing millions of task patterns, AutoStore Intelligence identifies the optimal paths, creating dedicated robot highways that accelerate order delivery. Cube Analytics. Interpret signals and anticipate issues earlier, using AutoStore Intelligence to turn data into action. Versa AI enhances AutoStore system utilization and advances the lights out vision, building on the successful adoption of Carousel AI. With flexible installation at ground level or on a mezzanine, Versa AI integrates seamlessly into a wide range of layouts. Together, these innovations form a connected portfolio, spanning software and hardware to create intelligent fulfillment and move us closer to a future of true lights-out warehousing.
Wow. Last fall, it was the automation. Today, it's the intelligence. 6 new innovations that connect everything you see here, from first design to daily operations to continuous optimization, all in an AI-powered ecosystem that sets the foundation to learn, adapt, and continuously improve. This is what the next step to lights out looks like. To take that step, we needed to get 2 things right. First, the platform. With Cubeverse, we're taking a fundamentally new approach to software across the full customer journey. Instead of standalone applications operating independently, Cubeverse is an interconnected ecosystem, a common foundation where data, workflows, and intelligence stay connected across the entire system lifecycle. And to be clear, Cubeverse is not a new WES. It doesn't replace what our partners already do so well. It provides the digital backbone underneath AutoStore. So everything we build from here forward is faster, more integrated, and designed to scale. Powered by an artificial intelligence layer. AutoStore Intelligence is our collection of AI models, purpose-built for robotics, and trained on something no generic AI platform can replicate. Tens of millions of hours of live AutoStore operation across more than 80,000 robots at 1,900 active sites. When we started building AutoStore Intelligence, we formed 3 convictions. First, there are real manual steps still buried in warehouse operations, decisions and adjustments that happen every day that AI can eliminate entirely. Second, wholly new capabilities are now possible. Intelligence that can process and act on far more data, far faster than any human team, unlocking performance that simply wasn't achievable before. Third, AutoStore has a structural advantage that most in our industry don't. Our systems across every industry, every geography, and every use case operate the same way at the machine layer. That consistency is the perfect training ground for industrial AI. And it's why our models improve with every site that runs. This isn't AI for the sake of AI. This is intelligence trained on real-world data, structured around the decisions that actually matter, removing hours of manual tuning, preventing downtime, and improving throughput, applied exactly where it pays off. And this is just the beginning. Cubeverse and AutoStore Intelligence together create a platform that will continue to expand. This is the foundation, and everything you're seeing today is built on that. When I talk about Cubeverse and AutoStore Intelligence, I don't want you thinking in modules, not isolated tools, but as a life cycle, a customer journey, because that's how customers experience AutoStore. This life cycle is a journey. Design, operate, optimize. The first step is design. As AutoStore systems grow in scale and complexity, our customers' ambitions grow with them. They want to see further ahead, to validate more scenarios and collaborate more closely and move faster, from concept to confident decision. CubeStudio is built exactly for that. It's a modern, cloud-based workspace where partners, engineers, and customers can co-design in real time, simulating how a system performs, not just at go live, but as conditions evolve. That shortens the pre-sales cycle. It removes manual file handoffs and deepens the conversation between AutoStore, our partners, and our customers from day one. Step 2 is operate. Once a system is live, the next challenge is performance. As systems scale, throughput becomes increasingly site-specific, shaped by layouts, robot density, and operational complexity. Historically, improving throughput often meant adding hardware or accepting trade-offs. We're changing that. CubeControl with AutoStore Intelligence embedded within. The models analyze each grid's layout and movement patterns, run simulations, and generate site-specific tuning, creating robot highways, reducing congestion, and balancing workload across the grid. In our early case studies, we've seen meaningful throughput gains and significantly lower bin wait times with zero additional hardware. But there's still one part of the operation that software alone can't touch. That's the physical picking touchpoint. That still depends on people during peak hours, overnight, and into the third shift. That changes today. Introducing Versa AI.
Meet Versa AI. Designed and engineered to take your AutoStore further. Extending AutoStore's robotic picking capabilities to deliver more. First, more time. When people leave, work doesn't stop. Versa AI pre-picks and buffers orders during the night, so teams can focus on packing when the day starts. Less waiting, higher throughput, and greater flexibility when volumes change. Second, more space. Versa AI improves storage density by consolidating inventory. Items from partially filled bins are combined into single, fully utilized bins. Air is removed, capacity is maximized. And more productivity. Versa AI is designed natively for AutoStore. Time is spent picking, rather than transferring items from source to destination bins, compared to any custom designs. Versa AI. Get even more return from your AutoStore, day and night.
Versa AI automates order pre-picking and consolidation, reducing reliance on manual picking during standard operating hours, and extending system operation into the third shift. Versa AI can be deployed either on the floor or on a mezzanine, giving customers flexibility based on their site layout. And because it's fully integrated through the Cubeverse and powered by AutoStore Intelligence, Versa AI doesn't operate in isolation. It adapts to system conditions, seasonal workload changes, and operational priorities, all in real time, fully synchronized with the rest of the system. This is what lights out operation actually looks like in practice. Not isolated automation added to a workflow, but coordinated system-level intelligence that extends into every remaining manual touchpoint. This isn't just a concept. Versa AI is live and operating already at our first customer site right now. This final stage of the journey is optimize, where most systems lose value silently. Operators are already overwhelmed by analytics, deep, valuable data spread across dozens of charts and dashboards, where issues surface only after the performance has already dropped. Introducing Cube Analytics, our evolution and full replacement of Unify. Cube Analytics takes a broader view, multi-site, and more data sources, fully integrated into Cubeverse, with common access, APIs, and security. And on top of that foundation, AutoStore Intelligence changes how insights reach the operators entirely. Instead of forcing teams to dig through dashboards, AutoStore Intelligence continuously scans system behavior, detects early signals when patterns begin to drift, and surfaces the few insights that actually matter. Explained in plain language, with clear direction on where to look and what to do. The result, compounding measurable gains, higher throughput, more consistent uptime, and far fewer manual decisions, site after site. Now, the journey from design to optimize isn't a straight line. It's a loop. The intelligence we gain from optimizing and running our systems flows directly into the next system or the next extension as it gets designed. This is the compounding advantage of a connected end-to-end platform. It doesn't just support the lifecycle, it improves it. Building AutoStore Intelligence at this scale required more than great people. It required the right technology partner. One aligned with our speed of innovation and our commitment to production-ready AI, not just prototypes. That search led us to Databricks. We're using their platform as the foundation for how we store, process, and learn from data at scale, turning millions of hours of system logs into the training ground for AutoStore Intelligence. But more importantly, we're building this together. Our teams have been closely collaborating on what AI development looks like for industrial robotics. And that relationship shapes both what we ship and how their platform continues to evolve. And all of that, the platform, the intelligence, the hardware, the partnerships, is pointing in the same way. The lights out warehouse isn't a single breakthrough. It's a compounding series of steps, each one building on the last. And that's the direction we've set and the commitment we've made, driven by relentless innovation, by what we hear from partners and customers, and accelerated by rapid, iterative development cycles. Last fall, we took the first step, AutoCase, FlexBins, and Carousel AI, the automation foundation. Today, we take the next, Cubeverse, AutoStore Intelligence, Versa AI, and the innovations across the customer journey. The intelligence layer that makes it all work together. This is what we call intelligent fulfillment, where every AutoStore system gets smarter, more autonomous, and more valuable every day it runs. I'm super excited that you joined us today. We look forward to showcasing these innovations at LogiMAT and MODEX. Thank you very much, and see you all soon.